The Catholic Church, a pillar of faith for millions worldwide, has been shaken to its core by a wave of sexual abuse scandals. Recent lawsuits against dioceses and prominent figures within the Church have exposed a deeply troubling pattern of abuse and cover-up. These cases, spanning across continents, have left countless victims grappling with trauma and demanding justice. The Church's response, often perceived as inadequate or even complicit, has further eroded public trust and sparked calls for sweeping reform. The scope of the scandal is staggering, with accusations against priests, bishops, and even cardinals. Victims, often children at the time of the abuse, have come forward with harrowing accounts, detailing years of suffering and silence. While the issue of abuse within the Church is not new, the sheer volume of recent lawsuits and the global reach of the scandal have brought the issue to the forefront of public consciousness. One of the most high-profile cases involves the Buffalo Catholic Diocese in New York. In 2019, New York's Attorney General filed a lawsuit against the diocese, alleging a decades-long pattern of sexual abuse and cover-up. The lawsuit accused the diocese of systematically protecting abusive priests, transferring them between parishes rather than reporting them to authorities. Across the Atlantic, the case of French priest Bernard Prenat sent shockwaves through the French Catholic Church. Prenat was convicted in 2020 of sexually abusing dozens of Boy Scouts over a period of 2 decades. The case sparked outrage and led to a reckoning within the French Church, with several high-ranking officials resigning for their alleged roles in covering up Prenat's crimes. In response to the mounting pressure, Pope Francis has called for decisive action to address the issue of sexual abuse within the Church. He has issued new guidelines for reporting abuse and holding bishops accountable. However, critics argue that these measures do not go far enough and that the Church has yet to fully acknowledge the systemic nature of the problem. One of the main criticisms leveled against the Vatican is its reluctance to allow independent investigations into abuse allegations. Victims' groups have called for a truly transparent process, arguing that the Church cannot be trusted to police itself. The lack of meaningful action, they argue, continues to protect abusers and silence victims. The Catholic Church is at a crossroads. The recent wave of lawsuits and the global outcry for justice have exposed the deep wounds inflicted by the abuse scandal. While the Church has taken some steps towards accountability, the path to healing and reform remains long and arduous. True accountability, victims and advocates argue, requires more than just words and internal investigations. It demands a complete overhaul of the Church's handling of abuse allegations, ensuring that victims are heard, abusers are held accountable, and future generations are protected. Until then, the Church's moral authority, and its capacity to serve as a beacon of faith, will remain deeply compromised.